Carmen Yulin Cruz is now endorsing Bernie Sanders. This is the nasty woman. She is nasty, right? It's Puerto Rico, the whole Hurricane Maria. Many people died. There's no aid sent. Aid was delayed. And then Donald Trump calls her nasty, and then she wears a T-shirt that says nasty. She's got those $5,000 designer glasses. So Carmen Yulin Cruz has endorsed Bernie Sanders. Judge Judy, on the other hand, says that she has vowed to fight Bernie Sanders' revolution to the death. You know, watch out for Judge Judy. She will destroy and kill Bernie's revolution. What, you want to get health care to all the American people? Watch out. Judge Judy is going to sink your ship. Garth Brooks, he got shitted on for sporting a Barry Sanders number 20 jersey. So Barry Sanders apparently is a football player, and his number is 20. So it said Sanders 20, and he, had a picture of it on Twitter, and then a bunch of his, right-wing country folks, all of his fans, started saying, hey, get out of politics, you son of a bitch. We know what Sanders number 20 means. It means you're supporting Bernie Sanders 2020. You need to stay in your lane. You're an entertainer. You dance like a damn monkey. You don't tell us what you think. You dance. That's what you're supposed to do, Garth Brooks. You fucking dance. So that's hilarious, right? He wears a Barry Sanders jersey and they shit on him because they thought it was Bernie, but they're fucking dumb, so they just shitted on him for no apparent reason. If anything, Garth Brooks should now, endorse Bernie Sanders. This is how the fuck you act, just for, because you misinterpret it, because you fucked up. This is the only time you speak up to, destroy healthcare, destroy education, to destroy. There's two good, there's several actually. There's another Saturday Night Live joke. I forget the comedian's name, but he said that Joe Biden, listening to Joe Biden is like listening to an old man parallel park his thoughts. The Bloomberg joke on Saturday Night Live, Bloomberg said, knock knock. Who's there? It's Mike Bloomberg, your boss. Now get rid of that baby. Bernie joked on Saturday Night Live, this is, the great and wonderful, whatever his name is, Seinfeld. Larry David said, as Bernie Sanders, now I may get in trouble for saying this, but you know who was great at washing his hands? Joseph Stalin, which was a fantastic joke. So Tom Steyer, he dropped out, so say goodbye to reparations. Tom Steyer dropped out, Amy Klobuchar dropped out, and Pete Buttigieg dropped out. So, you don't lose anything with Buttigieg and Klobuchar, but Tom Steyer lost a little bit of, something. But that's major. A lot of these neoliberals are dropping out. I think they're going to start lining up behind Biden. He's got the polling numbers for Super Tuesday. Looks like Biden's going to do okay. Now, I don't know why Donald Trump doesn't give Tommy Chong a pardon. All Tommy Chong was doing was selling bongs, and then the feds went after him. So what the fuck? Donald Trump, why don't you pardon Tommy Chong and Mumia Abu-Jamal? Flavor Flav somehow got into the mix, right? Flavor Flav sent a cease and desist letter to Bernie Sanders for publicizing Public Enemy instead of just Chuck D for a rally coming soon, I think in California. So, Flavor Flav threatened, don't do this, Bernie, he writes on the bottom of the cease and desist letter. So Flavor Flav, who would have known that Flavor Flav is just a capitalist sellout? So Chuck D actually is going to fire Flavor Flav out of Public Enemy. He wants to keep trying to profit off of Public Enemy's name, and he's saying that his likeness and all this, that he was going to be there. Now Chuck D said Flavor Flav doesn't understand how you do a volunteer thing for a rally, and so Flavor Flav is trying to cash in on this rally, which is, if Bernie Sanders is the revolution and you try to stop Bernie Sanders, then you're trying to stop the revolution. Bernie Sanders has been fighting the power his whole life. Fight the power. Fight the power. And so the one who fights the person who fights the power is the enemy of the people. So, yeah, good. See you later, Flavor Flav. Chuck D fired him for Public Enemy, so now he can't ever bitch about, Public Enemy being a name that he uses. Chuck D also pointed out that he acts as, Flavor Flav has been acting crazy and insane for a year, and that Public Enemy, he wrote the name, he come up with the name, and he wrote the words, including the words that Flavor Flav sang, So Chuck D believes that he could take, Public Enemy as a name or as a concept, but Flavor Flav is trying to, get his chunk. He sued Chuck D and Public Enemy 2 years ago. He's saying that he's getting no money now. Where's my money? I'm not getting no more money. So yeah, fucking Flavor Flav somehow got into the goddamn conversation. There are some storms that are threatening some of the states Super Tuesday. In fact, most of the South, you're going to have just rain and snow. Snow up in Vermont and Maine, and then a bunch of rain through Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, and Tennessee. So basically all the states tomorrow are going to be faced with snow and rain. And some of the states are same day. You must vote right now, this second, one moment, one chance, one opportunity, and then you're out. So those states, Kentucky, South Carolina, you only got one vote, right? You can't do a written ballot like Colorado where you got 30 days to do it. Nope, you have to go on Election Day. You must go ahead and check the thing on Election Day, and that's when it has to happen. So this is terrible news. This is lower voter turnout. You're going to get a lower voter turnout, and that's going to be bad for Bernie. It's good for the candidates of the old diehards. Now, last thing I want to mention is that Bernie Sanders, in the last of the 70 polls, he's beat Donald Trump in 65 of those 70 polls. And then Bernie beats Trump in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, the battleground states. So Bernie Sanders beats Donald nationally. Bernie Sanders beats Donald in the battleground state. Plus, Bernie Sanders has passed over 400 bills. So people say he's done nothing. He's passed over 400 bills. Meanwhile, what did Joe Biden do? Joe Biden threatened a bunch of nations to not give Edward Snowden asylum. Joe Biden, that's what Joe Biden, right? Old creepy Joe, old grandpa grope and sniff. So, okay, that's Bernie update for today, one day before Super Tuesday, March 2nd, 2020, Monday. Peace.